on, everybody? It's Cody from Extreme Outfitters here today to talk about a brand new crossbow we just got in from Centerpoint. This is the Wraith 430. So 430, obviously the speed, the feet per second this bow is producing with the bolt that it's using. It comes with an illuminated reticle, a 4x32 scope. It's got red and green visibility on there. So, and looking through, the glass is actually not half bad. Yep, you get circle dots in there for your mills, whatever you want to use it for. You also have a removable crank as well, so it actually plugs into the buttstock back here. It's got a nice deep post for it, so it feels actually really secure. And the crank is actually quiet. It's silenced and it has a clutch system involved. So when you go to crank this back, you can let off and nothing happens. And then if I hit the unlock, it'll automatically flip back down into the lock. So whenever you want to let this crossbow down, you just have to hold on to the crank itself and you can decock this thing. This is also removable, so if you didn't want to carry the crank, you actually have the option to hand pull this as well. Comes with your foot stirrup and everything else that's typically included with it. The thing that I really like about this crossbow is it is very, very quiet. It's probably one of the most quiet crossbows we have on the wall, and that's from a lot of competing manufacturers right now. You have a ton of vibration dampening systems through it. As far as the string suppressors, you have more down here on the stems of them. You have vibration dampening in the axle, which I've never seen before personally. You just have a ton of features built into this thing. And at the price point, you get a premium features at $7.99. So that's really hard to beat in my opinion. But we're going to go shoot it on the range, show you how it works, and see how quiet it is for yourself. Alright guys, Cody with Extreme again. We're back on the range. We're going to shoot this Wraith 430 and we're going to see how quiet it is and show you some of the functions of it as far as how this hand crank works and some other features. A big feature that I forgot to mention earlier is the arrow, the bolt retainer right here. You can see it's got some rubber on it, so it's got some dampening inside of it, which I've never seen before, which is pretty cool, The actual crank itself reduces the draw weight by up to 90%, so if you know someone that has limited mobility in a sense, as far as it's a pain in the butt to hand crank these things, as far as with your typical rope cocking mechanism, but the hand crank itself, it makes it sweet and smooth. So we've got our string lube on here, our rail lube. Make sure this is on fire whenever you're cranking this guy up. And you can see dual clutch, so that's sweet. We're just cranking until we hear that noise. Then when we're done, we're going to lift up just a little bit on this. I'm going to pull this down. Alright. I'm going to crank it back up. Then we're just going to take it off. Alright, so you can see the slim profile on this thing, man. It is very mobile, super tiny looking crossbow, especially for $7.99. It almost compares, it's like a Raven or a nice 10-point, no. It compares to that. Sweet features. I like how it's black. It's got some green accents on it. We're just going to shoot it here now to make sure we're good. Remember, when you're always loading up a crossbow, the vein goes down and your fingers stay up here instead of back there in that string. Alright. So we're going to get over here. It's got ambidextrous safety, so if you're left-handed, you can push that on fire. We're going to light up the illuminated scope. On fire, got our fingers down. So you can see how quiet that thing is. It's got a decent trigger until you get to the wall. You'll feel the wall, then it's a few more pounds and boom. But $7.99. We got some of these in stock. Check them out at extremeoutfitters.com, or if you're local, come in the store, say hello, come shoot one, test them out. We're at 100 Western Boulevard, number 8, Jacksonville, North Carolina. We'll see you soon, guys.